everyone, TPS Miner here. Welcome back to the TPS Miner channel. Today's video, I want to share my personal thoughts and opinions on this article. EU regulator calls for ban on proof-of-work mining used by Bitcoin and Ethereum. So one of my favorite YouTubers, Rabid Mining, did a video on this a few days ago. I'm going to put a link to his video in the description below. I want you to go take a look at his video so you can have another person's perspective on this. Rabid Mining is very highly regarded in the community. Again, one of my favorite YouTubers. So please check out his video, check out his channel, subscribe, and check out his content. So let's jump into this and talk a little bit about what we're seeing in this article. So Eric the Dean, Vice Chair of European Securities and Markets Authority, has called for ban on proof-of-work crypto mining based on the industry's high energy demands. Okay. The Dean, who also serves as Director General of Sweden's financial services regulator, not even going to try and say that, told the Financial Times that Bitcoin mining had become a national issue for the Nordic country. Okay, so the solution is to ban proof of work. What? Proof of stake has a significantly lower energy profile. Okay, so proof of work and proof of stake are two very different consensus mechanisms. And as Ethereum has proven, transitioning from one to the other is extremely difficult and potentially very damaging to the project itself. So this, to me, is hinting at a transition from proof of work to proof of stake, which is unrealistic. Okay, so let's keep reading. However, the Dean emphasized that he was not advocating for a general ban on the crypto industry. Okay, so you just want to ban proof of work. All right, let's keep reading. We need to have a discussion about shifting the industry to a more efficient technology. The financial industry and a lot of large institutions are now active in cryptocurrency markets, and they have environmental, social, and governance responsibilities. So again, as I mentioned, shifting the industry, not really very realistic. You now are pointing out that the financial industry has a stake in the game, which again, I find to be very interesting. So keep that in mind. So let's keep going. Sweden's ongoing battle with crypto mining. This organization here has already publicly called for a ban on energy-intensive crypto mining back in November, claiming that Sweden needed the renewable energy sources elsewhere. So basically, you're saying that no longer can we use the energy resources, nor can we use the renewable energy resources for cryptocurrency mining. Okay. Sweden needs the renewable energy targeted by crypto asset producers for the climate transition of our essential services, and increased by miners threatens our ability to meet the Paris Agreement. Okay, so now we're starting to zero in on the why. So Sweden is saying that because cryptocurrency miners are consuming all of the resources and renewable resources for cryptocurrency mining, it is threatening their ability to meet an obligation for an environmental agreement. Okay, I understand that. Energy-intensive mining of crypto assets should therefore be prohibited. I don't get that. That doesn't make any sense to me. The regulator also said that the Swedish Environmental Protection Agency shared this view. Okay, so we'll scroll down the kind of the punchline here. I've been saying for a long time, you cannot sustainably waste resources. Using renewables for crypto mining is no solution. All right. I found a very interesting article on Compass Mining from January 4th, looking at the opportunity costs for countries that ban mining, which is essentially what Sweden is proposing. Not only are they proposing it for Sweden, they're proposing it for the entire European Union. This should scare everyone. When it happened in China, I don't think there was a whole lot that anyone could do, but happening in the European Union is really creeping into an area where I personally am starting to become concerned. Okay, so what do they say here in this Compass Mining article? Bitcoin mining has one of the highest ROIs, or return on investment. There's a high chance that shunning this activity will go down as one of the biggest economic blunders that a country can make. So to me, this seems to be very short-sighted in that Sweden and their proposal to ban crypto mining in the European Union has a very short-sighted view of the world. So you're trying to consume resources now so you can meet an obligation for the Paris Agreement. And as a result, you are going to sacrifice a significant amount of potential revenue for your country down the road. So I'm going to scroll down here. They talk a bit about the different countries, and Sweden in particular is highlighted as one of the countries in this article where they talk about the electricity price. So the average household electricity price in Sweden is 20 cents per kilowatt hour. So very, very expensive for residential electricity, while industrial rates are at 7.6 cents per kilowatt hour. So instead of banning cryptocurrency and turning all of the residential miners in Sweden and the European Union into criminals, why don't we look at alternative ways of trying to adjust the electricity rates to try and make additional gains, financial gains from the miners in terms of higher electricity costs? So I understand you want to keep your industrial rates low. You want to encourage industrial growth. Bitcoin mining is an industry, albeit a resource-intensive one. It is still an industry, but perhaps there's an alternative where the average industrial rate is about a third of residential rates, and that's pretty consistent from country to country. Again, just kind of a back-of-the-envelope number. Maybe there's a middle ground. Maybe you look at something like 14 cents per kilowatt hour for an industrial mining operation. That's an alternative. Instead of turning residential miners into criminals, why don't we look at other alternatives? Okay, so the last thing I want to point out here. So I had mentioned that back in November, Sweden had initially called for this ban on cryptocurrency mining in the European Union. And then I see this article. This is December 7th, 2021, 1 month after the call for the ban of cryptocurrency mining in the European Union. NASDAQ Stockholm lists Bitcoin and Ether exchange traded notes. So, NASDAQ Stockholm announced that 21 Shares has listed its first two physically backed exchange traded notes, or ETNs, on the Swedish trading platform. The two instruments listed with Bitcoin and Ether as underlying assets represent a new segment for ETNs, a type of unsecured debt security that tracks an underlying index of equities and trades on a major exchange. So what does this mean? According to the announcement, the new ETNs will provide investors access to investment opportunities in cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin and Ether. But you want to ban the mining of Bitcoin and Ether. So this sounds a lot like a not in my backyard scenario. So you want to benefit from the financial gains that can be made by investing in Bitcoin and Ethereum, but you don't want to be part of the groundswell effort that is generating the profits that are being made from Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, again, seems kind of fishy to me. So the head of exchange traded products at NASDAQ said that exchange traded notes allow one to invest in non-traditional assets while maintaining the transparency of a regulated market. So basically what you're doing is you're opening up an an investment opportunity for people to invest in proof of work mined cryptocurrencies so that these financial institutions and investors can reap the benefits, but you're turning your miners in your country or in the European Union into criminals. This makes no sense. I don't understand it. I don't support it. I don't buy it. There are other ways that you can attempt to reduce the energy footprint or benefit from it. You've already got miners that are looking at using alternative resources, whether it be wind or solar, whatever the case may be, hydroelectric, to reduce the demand on the energy grid, and banning mining is just foolish. All right, definitely a rant here, definitely my own opinions, my own feelings. Please let me know in the comments below how you feel about this, what you think. Tell me why I'm wrong. If I'm wrong on this, please tell me why. I'm definitely interested in looking at this from everyone's perspective. But right now, what's being proposed by Sweden makes no sense to me. All right, if you enjoyed this, please hit the like button, give us a thumbs up. please consider subscribing to the channel for future content. Hit that notification bell so you will be notified when that content comes out. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you guys again real soon.